Hey, what's up everyone? Adam here with brahwegotthis, and today I will show you the way that you will never, ever have a full inventory again in the Elder Scrolls Online. ZeniMax has done it again and probably added one of the biggest, most helpful quality of life updates to the game ever, and that is the item set collection system. I do want to remind you, if you want to watch me play live, I stream on twitch.tv/brahwegotthis on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the description, and you can also join our Discord and guild, the Brahfia. The link is in the description as well. Lastly, you can check out our website at brahwegotthis.com to check out all the text guides we have going there anytime, and it's in the description. So, if you are a regular watcher of my streams, you know that my inventory just seems to always wind up full because I have 15 characters. Yes, I have many inventory management guides in this channel, which you can find in the description or at the top of the screen. But when you have 15 characters, it still becomes very hard to manage it sometimes. Well, if you're like me and you need help with your inventory, even though you watched my guides on inventory management, we now have a new tool at our disposal coming with the next update with Markarth. This is called the Item Set Collection System. The amazing thing about this is it will be available to everyone, even if you just have the base game. This is a free update bundled with the Markarth DLC release. If you want to check out what Markarth is all about, make sure to check out my video in the description as well. But let's dive into what this system is and how it will help you. But make sure to comment below what you are most excited about with this system. I want to see what you guys have to say. To start off, the best comparison I can think of is the Destiny item collection system as well. It is sort of similar, but essentially what this allows you to do is have access to this sticker book. And so when you log in on each character, every armor piece that has been bound to that character or account will be added to the collection system. You need to note that you will have to log into all of your characters to have it account for the items that are maybe on your stamina character, but maybe not on your magicka character, and maybe like a character that's a healer versus a tank. But once you do all this, you will see this on all of your characters. This is account bound, which means if you collect, say, Hircine's veneer on one character, it will be collected on all of your other characters once you add it to the system. And something to note is it seems like if you have an item locked, it does not recognize it. So if you just unlock an item, it will then recognize it and add it to the system. So now I'm going to show you how to get into this system. If you are on PC, you press the U key and go to Collections, and it's the far right tab right here that says Sets. So if you go to the top here, you see Collections and then Sets right here. You will see this interface. It is a huge interface, and you're like, what the heck, Adam? What the heck? You know, whatever. But there is multiple things here. So you have apparel types you can search for. You have weapon types you can search for. You can show locked or not locked. You can type and search a specific armor set for yourself, which is just absolutely amazing. And then they have them categorized. They have all the Aldemary Dominion zone sets. They have the Daggerfall Covenant. They have the Ebonheart Pacts. They have the DLC zone sets as well. They have all the dungeons separated, all the DLC dungeons. They have the trials, all the arenas, the PvP, and miscellaneous like Antiquities, Cold Harbor, Craglorn, and starter zones. This is something that is so very helpful, and I am so excited to get started on this. And so on the PTS here, I have went ahead and basically logged into all my characters to try to get everything updated. So what I want to go into first is how you actually retrieve the items and the system involved. So, you know, obviously it's not going to just be free to get all of these items. You know, you're going to have to use some resources, right? So every single item will start out at 75 Transmute crystals. So if we go to Northern Ellisware and you look at Call of the Undertaker, you see the cost right now is 75 Transmute crystals, right? That's because I have one item of it unlocked. It starts out at 75. It goes all the way down to 25. So if you see here, the monster sets for Darkshade, I've got all of these unlocked, and it costs 25 crystals to get one of these items. And then Engine Guardian has one less, so it has 35. And I will note that the cost per item added, so if it's a full armor set like Armor of Truth, what I've noticed is it's about 2.5 Transmute crystals off every single time you find a new item. And for monster sets, it is 10 crystals. So you see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it starts out at 75 on the first one, goes to 65 second, 55, 45, 35, and then it'll go to 25. And then for these, it goes down about 2.5 crystals per item, and then it will get to 25 crystals as well. So that is basically what the cost reduction is. So the more items that you find in a set, the less it's going to cost you to get it back. And I do want to note that this is the public test server, so there may be some things changed by the time this comes on live, but I would assume that not a lot will change, just maybe some bug fixes. Let's talk about how you actually get the items back. So you go to Transmute stations. This one is in our guild hall. You can come to our guild hall. You can join our guild. Remember, we have 2 guilds, PC and A. We actually have a new PS4 guild starting up. That is a official guild of the Brahwegotthis. And you go to one of these. You can also go to Clockwork City, and you can find a Transmute station there. But you can go over to the tab right here that says Reconstruct. This is a new tab. So if we wanted to reconstruct the Sentinel of Rakamga's pauldrons, you select it. So you press E, and you see that it will give you this icon that basically shows that it is reconstructed. So in order to craft any certain trait that you want on these items, you will have to have those items researched for that trait. It's just like for transmutation. With transmutation, you have to have the item researched for the specific trait that you want to transfer it to. So I have, let's see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I've got 8. So I don't have Nirnhoned researched for this item, so I cannot make this item with the Nirnhoned trait, but I can make it on every other trait because I have it researched. You then can also choose the rarity that you want. So if you do that, that means that you would put in either 8 tempering alloy, or you'd put in, you know, your, I think that's solvent, I can't remember. But basically this alloy is going to be pretty much equivalent to how much alloy it takes to upgrade an item from purple to yellow. And then you'll see here that you're going to have transmute crystals. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reconstruct it, reconstruct, and the item is now in my inventory. Okay. The awesome part about this system, y'all, is when you do this, you don't lose your resources forever. Because if you say you want to you created that and you're like, I don't really want that anymore. What you can do is you can actually go to a table, you can deconstruct it, and you're going to get all of your alloy and your transmute crystals back. You're going to get all the transmute crystals. So you see there, it says 25 transmute crystals, and you're going to get all of your alloy back. That is one of the most amazing parts of the system. So if you just change your mind all of a sudden, you can just deconstruct it and get all of your resources back. And what you might notice as well is you see that the transmute crystals are out of 1,000. That is a new update that they are bringing with this as well. If you have ESO Plus, you're going to have a 1,000 transmute crystal limit instead of 200. And if you don't have ESO Plus, it'll be 500. That is a huge jump, and that is going to be really, really awesome. Another awesome feature of this system is you do not have to be level CP160 to record items to the collection set. I logged into all my characters below 160 CP, and I was able to add items to the collection set from those characters. And so that is pretty awesome. So it just basically scales to whatever level you are. So if you're level 34, if you try to recreate an armor set, it's just going to be your level or whatever level you're at. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And so what that means is this is going to have a huge impact on a lot of things. I mean, it's going to make farming for things even more important with transmute crystals. But the fact that we can craft, monster sets, that is even more amazing. Because if you've just, farmed transmute crystals and you're just not getting perfect rolls or whatever you want on your certain monster helms or whatever, you can just literally come to this station and craft the trait that you want and the weight that you want, and you don't even have to use undaunted keys. And then the other thing that's awesome is as you create new characters, you can actually add to this collection system. So say you're in a dungeon and you get, a piece of armor that's level 25, like say you get the Burning Spellweave Inferno Staff at level 25. You can add it to your collection system, and then you never have to farm for that on your other characters. So that is something that's actually really, really awesome when it comes to this system. And I mean, think about it, like with your arenas, you want to go to the Maelstrom Arena. I never have to farm for these normal Maelstrom weapons again. I can just craft them from this system. And that is something that is going to be such a huge huge improvement to the quality of life of ESO. That means you're not going to have these inventories bogged down by, things that you're like, oh, should I keep this item or should I not keep this item? You finally have a system that allows you to manage your inventory a little bit better than just watching my inventory guides. But something I do want to note that is, again, when you deconstruct an item from this system. So if you get, say, the Burning Spellweave Inferno Staff, okay, it will add it to the collection system. When you deconstruct that item, it will be gone forever. So you will have it in your item collection, right? It'll be here. So if I go to Dungeons, I go to City of Ash, and like right here you see Burning Spell Inferno Staff. If I deconstruct my Inferno Staff, it will be there, but it's not actually in my inventory. So you will have to craft it with this system. So don't think that you can just deconstruct your items and they just you just click this and they're there. You have to use resources to get these. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's basically the system, y'all. You basically just, again, have to log into each character, have it register the items that you have into this sticker book, and then you've got them forever. You can just, construct them, then you can deconstruct them. Once you construct these, though, you can't sell those items. So, if you have a zone set, right, you can't just, farm your item collection set of Mother Sorrow and sell them on Guild Traders. They will be bound to your account when you create them from this sticker book. But it's a pretty simple system, y'all. I mean, again, it's just going to be an amazing quality of life update. If you're new to this game, you might not understand the impact that this has, but it is so huge because, again, this is going to maybe knock down the time that you have to grind for certain items. I mean, you're still going to have to grind for it, initially, but the fact that you can just grab this from your collection, you can just not have crazy inventory problems. It's just going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I am so excited to get this on the live server because, believe me, my inventory needs it, and many of you that watch me on Twitch know this. And again, if you want to watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/brahwegotthis, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the description, and you can always join our guilds and Discord. The link to that is in the description as well. And if you liked this content, make sure to subscribe, heavy attack that bell icon. That'll allow you to stay up to date on all my new content, and leave a comment below again what your favorite part of this system is going to be. And lastly, I want to give a shout out to all my patrons and the new patron that we just got, G Killa Dude. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon, man. And thank you to all my other patrons as well. If you'd like to join the Patreon, make sure to check it out in the description. You get early access to videos, you get vlogs, you get Q&A videos, stuff like that. So make sure to check that out below. But thank you again all, and remember to have faith, be great, and I'll see you on ESO.